Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the local pundit. What time, wherever it is in the world for you, we are up and away, and we are dead serious this week. I've got the whole team back. We're bringing them all in for the breakdown, for what we need to do. Here they are, Aaron, Victor. Welcome, boys.
Heyo.
Hello, everyone. Good night.
Yeah,
Good.
Aaron,
Good
is this?
night for
Yeah,
who's in a good night.
Yeah,
yeah. Good night. Good night, Aaron. Is this your favorite background?
this is my favorite background.
Why is it your
Absolutely.
favorite background?
Because it's Josh's least favorite background. Josh hates his background, so I have to make sure I put this background up.
Okay.
That's so good, so good. So we're getting everybody in, like everybody's starting to filter in now. That's fantastic. It was great to see us get a win against Oxford United. Great to see us get the win at home. I mean,
Yes.
were we happy?
Yeah, real happy. So the lineup kind of surprised me because as soon as I saw it, it was pretty obvious he was changing shape, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know. I didn't know if I liked it, but then I know I was talking to Josh about this last night. I was listening to Parky talk about it. He, even though to me it looked like a more defensive change. It was like a defensive change. To him, he felt like it was an attacking change because he wanted the eights, the two number eights, to be driving forward with the ball and taking shots from outside the box, which they actually didn't do a ton of, but that was his thought at least. That's what he wanted. And if you think about it, we were actually more attacking earlier in the season when we were still playing that formation, and then when
Yep.
we switched to the 3-4-2-1, we kind of got our defense got more settled, but we weren't making as many chances going forward. So even though it looks more defensive, it was actually more of an attacking change. It was cool how it worked out. I was happy with it. I thought the performance was fantastic. I thought Thomason looked really good. Kakache, gosh, he looks so good. Um, yeah, it was a lot of fun. And Broadhead looked fantastic, and Broadhead was all over the pitch. I mean, I when I saw what we were doing and I saw the formation, I thought, okay, well, Broadhead's probably going to stay a little more central and just stay tight to Kiefer. But I was actually impressed with how much uh, interplay he was doing with the wingbacks. He was getting way wide, and he'd be playing back and forth. He'd be, playing some balls with the wingbacks, just trying to make something happen. So it was fun to watch how much he did on the pitch. I was really impressed with Broadhead last night.
Victor?
Yeah, I agree. I like to see. I also like to see what we have with the full squad. Like we could do these little changes
Mm-hmm.
for physical questions, but also for tactical questions. Because they play in this 4-1-4-1. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
they were playing a 4-4-2, and
Yeah.
because of this extra guy, we could change a little the way we were defending, the way we were
Mm-hmm.
marking. We kind of switched it back to a 5-3-2.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right.
were using a 5-4-1, and that's good because we can make little adjustments and we can fit the strategy that we need in the specific matches. So yeah, that's good to see some depth in the squad.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys who came in, as Aaron said, they did well. They did well. I like it the way Broadhead different different things that they offer.
Mm-hmm.
Thomason is different to have him on the pitch than having O'Brien, because O'Brien is more a
Yeah.
guy who attacks the space. Thomason likes
Mm-hmm.
to play with the ball on his feet sometimes.
Mm,
He is good stepping in the box, but he didn't do that too much. Dobson was more offensive this
Mm-hmm.
last match,
Yeah.
and Broadhead, well, yeah, he can cover the whole pitch. I like it to see that in a different way than Windes does,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it was good. I'm starting getting excited. Anyway, we we suffered a little because of Doyle, but we could handle well.
Yeah.
Those some maturity. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. What'd you think of that challenge, Victor? What's your thoughts on it? Did you think it was a red?
Yeah. I think it was not enough to be a bad fall, but the risk
Yeah.
was too high. The strength was too high. So yeah, that's a red card
Yeah.
because of this. Here in Brazil, they say uh, that's entrada temerária. We call that's like I don't know the words in English, but when you can hurt your opponent
Yeah. Right.
because of uh, getting too strong into the play to the challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a tight one. I know like Parkinson was making the argument that it was low. It was,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's not like he caught him high. It wasn't like he caught him in the shin or in the calf or anything. Uh, but yeah, like you said, it
but he
was
was
reckless. It
too
was
strong.
definitely reckless.
Reckless.
It,
Yeah, that's the
reckless.
word.
Yeah,
Reckless.
it was a reckless challenge. It was. I could have seen. I think a different ref may have called it differently. It's one of those that it probably could have went either way depending on the official.
Okay.
Um, and I don't think it would have been a huge argument for it. You know what I mean? They would. I mean, I'm sure their fans would have said, "Ah, it should have been red," but would it really? I think it was just one of those. I think he went with what he decided, and everything. Yeah, that was probably right. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was probably a red, especially nowadays. Maybe 15, 20 years ago, it wouldn't have been. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it was definitely late. It was definitely reckless. And here was my biggest issue with it. It just wasn't needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah,
There was really no reason to make
The,
that challenge.
the
He's
guy was
running away
running
from
wide.
goal. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's running away from the goal. There's no
and there
reason to
was
make that
coverage.
challenge. Yeah,
There was
exactly.
coverage.
Yeah, there was no reason for it. So, he's young. He'll learn from it. No,
Yeah.
no doubt he'll learn from it. So, hopefully, I
And
did see something funny on Twitter. Somebody made. I wish I could pull it up. Somebody made a. It was like one of those memes, and they had the Scooby Doo characters where they pull the mask off the guy, and it shows him. It shows Doyle's head, and he pulls the mask off, and it's Will Boyle underneath. I was laughing. I was
that
like,
would have been
"That's
funnier.
actually pretty funny."
That would have been funnier if it was Macca.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
I thought about
Well, I mean,
Maka.
you remember Boyle he got two or three there right in a row, and it was leaked. Yeah, it's been a couple years now, but I know Boyle had gotten a couple there in a row.
He did,
In
yeah.
league too, and it was I saw that and I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty funny right
Pretty funny.
there."
Yeah.
Oh,
And in saying that, Aaron, I'm gonna for him for Doyle, I am gonna say that I like the fact that he was aggressive in intent. It
mhm.
was
Yeah,
red, but I like the fact that he's like, "This is our house, and you're not coming in." But
right. Yeah,
I'm agreeing with everything that the both of you have said. It
yeah.
wasn't needed. The
Wasn't needed.
direction of play wasn't needed, but doesn't matter. It's done now. Move
Yeah,
on. You know, Burton will start.
yeah. I'll tell you, I will say up
Not
until
Burton,
that
so I'm
point,
sorry, Brunt. Yeah.
yeah, up until that point, I thought he was really good. You know what I mean? I thought
Yeah.
he'd done Doyle run really well. Actually, I thought it was one of his better games he's had for us defensively. I thought he looked really strong defensively up until that mistake. So
Yeah,
it was,
yeah.
which, and to be fair, I didn't get to watch it as close as I would have liked to because I was at work, but I was watching a good bits of it, and what I saw, I thought he looked really good. So yeah, it was interesting. There was a question. I do want to throw this at you, and I kind of know the answer now, but I want to throw this at you, Victor, because you said you play goalkeeper, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so this came up last night. People were asking the back pass. Why was that not a card? Or why was he not red carded? Because it was a goal scoring opportunity. Now I've already I've looked into it and got the answer because I just wasn't sure. People were asking me last night. I was like, I don't know. That's interesting. So why would that not be a card in that situation when he passed the ball back to the keeper and the keeper actually dove and saved the ball,
Yeah.
hitting it with his hands? What's the what do you think about that?
You're talking about the red card?
Well, no, on the when they played a back pass
Yeah.
to their keeper and he had to save
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But
Why
you're
why
asking for
wouldn't
a
that
red card in the
why
situation?
wasn't that a yellow or a red card at all?
Yeah, about the card, I don't know. I don't know this rule, this particular part of the rule.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's a fall. That's a fall. He could only hit the
yeah,
ball with any part other than
other
their
than
hands,
stands. Right.
his
Yeah.
hands.
I
But I
actually
don't know
did
about
look
the
this up.
card.
Apparently, and people were saying because if it was any other player on the pitch and they hit it with their hands, that's a red card, and a penalty. You know what I mean? Goal scoring opportunity, red card for sure. Uh, the reason why it wasn't is in that situation. I guess it's in the rules. Uh, no matter what, if it's a goalkeeper, if it's a back pass to the goalkeeper, and he hits it with his hands, it's an indirect free kick, no matter what. That's just it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what they got was indirect free kick. So there's no card. So yeah, that was just a question that came up last night. People were asking me. I was like, that's interesting because if it is anybody else on the, if it would have been any other player and they dove and hit it like with their hands, but because it's a goalkeeper, special circumstance. Yeah, it's a weird. That is kind of a weird gray area in the rules though, because it's like he's not supposed to stop a back pass, but also if he doesn't stop that, it's going in goal. You know,
yeah,
it's a goal.
yeah.
Uh,
On
but
Yeah,
that,
I
that
only know about the free kick. I never heard about the cards rule.
Yeah, there's no cards at all. But people were asking me last night, and I was like, "Oh gosh, I have no
Okay.
idea." So afterwards, I was looking it up, but I wanted to ask you to see what your thoughts on it was because I knew you'd played some goalkeepers, so I
well,
wasn't sure.
on
Yeah.
that, what did both of you? I'll start with you, Victor. What did you think of the free kick? Like the being so close to goal. I mean, I had my thoughts on what I thought they should have done, and I actually think they made the wrong choice in the style of free kick they took. But I mean, what were your thoughts on the free kick? It's hilarious seeing it all so close together.
Yeah, yeah. It is pure chaos.
It was
That's it.
chaos for
It's
sure.
just chaos because everyone is like the Wrexham players, the players who take the free kick. They just want to hit, like close the eyes and hit the ball as strong as possible, and the opponents like lay on the ground, throwing themselves in the front of the ball. I hate this this kind of situation. Both when I'm watching or when I was playing, that's terrible. That's terrible. I prefer a penalty.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it is that is one of those weird things. Those indirect free kicks are such a strange thing. And it's like, what do you do? Like that's hard. That's hard to even for the attacking team. Like, what do you do? The
Yeah,
whole other team is lined up in front of goal. I mean, it's almost impossible to get the thing in. I actually thought that probably wasn't a bad move. He went low with it. You know what I mean? Hoping
Yeah,
maybe they jump over it. And he sneak it through. Like
yeah.
I understand why he tried it. It was I don't know. I mean, maybe there could have been something if you put it out wide and give somebody a different angle at it. You know what I mean? Make them because they were always as soon as he does that first touch, they're all going to run at him. So
yeah,
it was always going to be iffy. But yeah, it's chaos, pure chaos.
Me, because there's so many people there, passing it to me is not even an option because there's too many people in the way. Like I would have just looked at the position of the keeper and then between have a right corner, a top right corner and a top left corner kicker standing there and then decide wherever the keeper's standing, go for the other top corner. And it's like don't get me wrong, it's like a 2% chance of making the kick. But just with
yes,
so
yeah,
many people in front of you, it's
Yeah,
it's going to have to be a little dink to the corner, but you're so close that the keeper mightn't have time to react or even see it.
yeah,
But it
yeah.
was fun. It was fun to watch. Well, let's get into it, boys. Let's get into this tactical fortitude. I want the breakdown. Who wants to start? Who's going first, Victor or Aaron? Is it scissor paper rocks, or you got a plan?
uh, well, Whatever we want to do. I can go first. I've got my stuff ready if you want, and I can get going, and then we can
Okay.
jump over. Because
Yeah.
I think Victor, you're wanting to do some Q&A basically with the chat, right?
Yeah. For the people who are watching, the idea is to since we're having 2, sometimes 3 games per week, it's
Yeah.
impossible to make a whole breakdown. Otherwise, we take 2 hours here. So the idea, and well, we can see the patterns as the league goes on. We can see the patterns. So the idea is to today to talk. I want to make different things each week.
Hmm.
Obviously, talking about the tactical thing, but today I think that uh, question and answer would be great. So
All right.
prepare your questions.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah, so
saw
get your
I saw the
questions
first
ready.
one.
Yeah. Get your questions ready.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to make a question, get them ready, and when we get to that point, we'll go. I will do this quick rundown of Middlesbrough, a little pre-match stuff. And this is basically I'm just doing comparison stuff again, guys, like we did last week. I did fancy up my lettering though. How pretty is that, huh? Look at this. This is high quality stuff, right?
Eyebrow.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Here's Middlesbrough. So this is our both teams' last starting 11. Of course, there's ours. It will be interesting to see what changes he makes. Does he stick with the formation? Does he go back to the 3-4-2-1 uh, against Middlesbrough? It'll be interesting to see what we do. Um, and with Middlesbrough, it's a 4-2-3-1, which I think most teams in this league, that's generally what you're gonna get. You're gonna get that, and then when they defend deep, it'll kind of turn into a 4-4-2 or sometimes a 4-1-4-1. Some variation of that, but pretty general stuff. They played Sheffield Wednesday, so uh, I think they changed the team quite a bit, or at least a decent amount. Not completely, but I think they did make some changes to their team, and then they play. I think they just kind of they got their goal and then just kind of sat on it after that. Uh, Here's their form coming into it. Here's our form and their form. Um, they've got 2 draws, 1 loss, and 2 wins. Of course, the 2 wins are coming in their last 2 games. So they're looking for the elusive 9-point week, where you can win all 3 games in your week, which is hard to do. Of course, we lost to Stoke on the weekend, 1-0, but then get the big win yesterday. So that's good for us. I mean, look, let's be honest. Middlesbrough sitting second, so they're going to be tough. They're going to be a tough team. Um, so here's their top-rated players, FOTMOB ratings. Uh, Luke Ayling, I think that's how you say it. Matt Target and Hayden Hackney. Hayden Hackney is a unbelievable midfielder. He's going to be the one that we want to. He's going to be the troublemaker. I think he's going to cause us trouble probably. I'm surprised they were able to hold on to him in the summer. He was linked with Premier League moves. I think he was linked with Ipswich at one point. Ipswich were trying to get him. Middlesbrough were able to hold on to him. But he's really their star player. I think he kind of drives that team from the midfield. Right now, our top rated players, Lewis O'Brien, George Dobson, who is continuing to have an unbelievable season, which is a complete surprise for me. I wasn't sure how he'd translate into the championship, uh, just because of the type of player he is. I'm so impressed with him. He's played so well, and whether it was in the deeper role or when, like last night, when he's playing a little further forward in the 8, he's, just done a fantastic job. Not good stuff to say about him. And then, of course, Kiefer Moore rounding it out for us. And of course, Big Kiefer, he's kind of the key to everything. I think, you know what I mean. He does so much work for us, offensively and defensively. So Good to see him continuing to perform well. Let's move on. Leading scorers. So Callie Sen, I think. I don't know. I think it's how you say it. With 2, Morgan Whitaker with 2, Tommy Conway with 2. So they don't have one player scoring loads of goals, but they're scoring a lot of. They have a bunch of other players who have scored goals too. So they're spreading their goals around. Their goals are coming from all over the place. Morgan Whitaker we'll see that name pop up again here in a minute. He's doing. He's a pretty dangerous player too. He kind of makes things happen for him. Good as goal getter and he gets assists too. So, and then for us, Kiefer with on 4, Lewis O'Brien's on 3, Windass on 3. Broadhead's got 2, and this is all in the league. This isn't counting any cups or anything else. So I know Broadhead he has 5 total, I think, if you count the cup stuff. But yeah, that in the league, this is our leading scorers. Now move on. Assists. Again, Hayden Hackney 2, Luke Ayling with 2, Morgan Whitaker 2. So he's got. I think he had 2 goals and 2 assists. He's a good player. And of course, Hayden Hackney, like I said, he kind of drives things from midfield. He's a really creative player. He does a lot for him. He's good in defense and attacking. I think Morgan Whitaker and Hayden Hackney are 2 key players we got to watch. And Luke Ayling too. He's been really good. I think he get 2 goals also. So 2 goals and 2 assists from him. Pretty good. For us, it's Issa Kabore still on 3, which I think he got 3 assists from his first 2 games, if I remember correctly.
2, yeah, 3 in the first 2 games.
3 in the first 2 games, yeah. So we're still waiting on his next one, but I think teams kind of keyed up on him and have been kind of double teaming him, trying to take him out of the game. I think now with Kikache back, as long as he can stay healthy, that's going to cause people trouble because they're not going to be able to just lock one of them down. They're going to have to try to deal with both of them. So it kind of balances our attack out a little bit there with 2 dangerous players going forward. And then, of course, Max got 3 also, which, Max is good. I'll tell you what I noticed last night, too. Max was getting forward a lot more than he has been lately. He was getting into the box and causing trouble when we had the ball. So that's good to see. I like when Max gets up there and gets in the dangerous areas because we know he can score goals if he needs to. Like he ended up scoring 7 or 8 last season, if I remember right. So
yeah, 8.
Max is fantastic. And then of course Lewis O'Brien with 2 also for us. Then this is the FOTMOB rating, the average team rating, for the entire team. Middlesbrough is in 3rd with 7.02, and we're in 8th right now with a 6.89, and that's just the average rating of our entire team, week to week, or as far as the season goes. Goals per match. Okay, this is what we're scoring, what they're scoring. Both on 1.4 goals per match. So, that's pretty good. Tied in 5th. So both teams are able to score goals. And we've been dangerous all season. We've known that. Our problem's been on the back end, which we'll get into that. We'll move forward. And, goals conceded per match. They're number 1 in the league right now. Now, here's what's disappointing. Stoke, when we played them, was the number 1 defense in the league.
Yeah.
now they've dropped to 2. Now it's Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough are the number 1 defense in the league currently, with only allowing 0.6 goals per game, which is really, really good. And of course, we've actually brought it down to 1.5. We were much higher than that earlier on. But our defense has kind of settled down. Of course, last night we got our 2nd clean sheet of the season, I believe. So that was, that's going to help. But yeah, I think our defense has definitely gotten better. And it's funny because it's either because we changed the formation, or because we dropped Cody. That's kind of been that we did both at the same time. And so the argument's been, well, which one was it? Well, last night we went back to the other formation, and we kept a clean sheet. So yeah, so, and Bruce beat me to, yep. Bruce in the chat there.
Plus, we took Cody and we brought in
Yep.
Hyam that's playing. He's a beast. Yeah, it's really good.
Fantastic.
I just had to duck away for a phone call, but my
You're good.
interesting thing here is we've scored the same amount of goals as Middlesbrough. We've just given away more.
Yep, giving away more. Exactly.
But we're giving away less now than we were.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Bruce was just pointing out. Over our last 5 games, we're at 0.8 goals allowed per game. So, and that's exactly right. We've gotten better. Once we made that change, and it, like I was just saying, the argument is it the Hyam for Cody change, or is it the tactical change? And I think what we saw last night, because when we went back to the same formation we were playing when Cody was in, maybe it was probably the Cody change. Is what's made the difference. So Don Hyam is definitely been.
He's a player.
Yeah, he's important. He's a rock, man. He's just steady. He's steady. You know what I mean? He's not unbelievable. He's not going to do anything crazy, but he's not going to make any mistakes either. He's just
he does well everything that's needed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's just.
I couldn't believe in the chat people were talking about how can they bring him in when the guy had played 50 games straight in the championship.
Yeah,
you don't play 50 games straight in the championship unless you're a really, really good player.
Yeah, he's a solid player. He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Here's a good point too, Donna. With a good point. Yes, but when Cody was in, we were also playing McLean instead of Libby. Yep, that's fair. McLean was out there.
Thank you, Donna. Because I'm not against Cody.
Yeah,
me neither.
I don't know. I just worry. He got caught out a couple times. I think the big thing, he got caught out a couple times, and his speed his lack of pace let him down.
You know what this comment says to me, Aaron?
What's that?
Men are stupid. We need more women on this show.
There you go, Donna.
Yeah. That's right.
Get in here. Yeah. No, and well, I mean, you think about it. I mean, and there's a lot of truth in that, and not just McLean. I mean, when we started this season, we didn't have the whole team in yet. Well, we made 3 big we made 3 big signings on the last day of the window. We'd already played 4 or 5 games. So there, a lot of those games we just didn't have the players yet. So
in front of Cody, he didn't have Sheath at that point in time.
Exactly. Sheath wasn't in. Yeah, it was, Kabore wasn't in. Hip Karma.
Sorry. I've got multiple personalities. Things happen.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Average possession. And this was funny. This came up yesterday during Patty's show after the Wrexham time show. Patty had people they were in talking about they're talking about possession, and they're saying they'd like to see us with more possession. And I made the comment, I wonder how Southampton's fans are enjoying their possession. Because as you can see, Southampton's first in the league with 60% of the ball, but they're in 18th or 17th right now in the league. Yeah, not happy. Not a happy group of folks. And honestly, Ipswich Town got hammered by Charlton 3-0. Which is, where in the world did that come from? Yeah, it's and they're another possession-based team. Now look at Middlesbrough though, second in the table, 50% possession. You know what I mean? Nice and even. They'll defend when they need to defend. They're perfectly happy to sit without the ball and defend. And also, if they're good enough to be on the ball also. You know what I mean? They can do both. And I think that's good. I think it says it's a good balanced team.
When they got it, they know what to do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a really solid team right now. They're completely outperforming anything I thought they'd do. I thought they'd struggle. I didn't think they'd be that great this year, but I also didn't think, honestly, I think Hayden Hackney is a big difference. I didn't think they'd hold on to him. I can't imagine they keep him in January. Surely somebody will come in for him, but while he's there, they're going to be tough. And then that's just the whole team is just going to get that much better, And so even if they do lose him, they're going to have that cohesion, and they're going to feel like they can push on. Let's see, let's move on. Clean sheets. We got our second one last night, 15th in the league. And Middlesbrough is tied in second with 5 clean sheets. Only Coventry, which is scary because Coventry, not only have they scored the most goals in the league, they've also kept the most clean sheets.
31.
They are
31 goals.
Well,
they are unbelievable.
Luckily for us with this stat, Aaron, we're not playing these teams soon, are we? Oh, wait on. They're our next 2 games.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out how we are the next couple games. We're gonna find out if we're any good or not.
We'll have our Halloween.
Here's my thing. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we've always been a team that's performed well against top end, teams.
Look at us against
When
Leicester.
we play the good teams, we always play well. Exactly. We played really well against Leicester. No, did we have much of the ball? No, but we stayed compact, defended like our lives depended on it, and we're able to get in at the end of the game and get something out of it. And I'm hoping if we could get a result out of one of these 2 games, I think that'd be massive. I think it'd be fantastic for us.
So
Not necessarily a win, but at least get a draw in one of them. I think that'd be awesome.
Okay, so 1 point out of the next 2 games.
I'd be totally happy with that. Absolutely. And I'm not going to be completely disappointed if we don't. You know what I mean? Because I understand what we're up against. We're up against 2 teams that are flat. They are flying right now. But I think we're good enough. I think we can get a point from one of them. You know what I mean? And maybe you win one, but that would be, to me, that would be an over, that would be, yeah, that's gravy. Exactly. That's gravy. Exactly. And then let's see. Big chances created. I like throwing this one in there just to show what we've done. We're in 4th with 27 big chances created. Of course, Coventry's at the top. Middlesbrough with 8. So they're not, they're creating enough. You know what I mean? They're creating good chances. They're not scoring a ton of goals, but they're a good team and they create chances. So
I read those stats as they're more clinical.
Yeah, and you can. That's absolutely, you can look at it that way. They're just more clinical. I think, well, like you said, though, that's fair because, yeah, we've scored the same amount of goals.
Yeah.
But also, I think they've been so good defensively this season that they've not needed to score a ton. You know what I mean? They've not needed to. I think they've gotten themselves into positions where they get a couple goals ahead and then they can just sit on it and don't necessarily need to be doing a ton.
Everybody watching, look at Victor's brain ticking over down there.
Yeah.
He's so deep in thought. He's just like, he's going through it. He's digesting it all.
I was looking at the stats, remembering that like 5 rounds ago, we had more big chances created than Coventry City. And now look where they are.
Yeah, look where they're at. Yeah, they're flying.
Oh my God. Lampard needs to be
31 goals so far this season for Coventry, people.
Here might be the big question. Can Coventry hold on to Frank Lampard? As a Premier League team may say, you know what? No, not. I mean, it won't be a sack. It'll be.
No, I know.
He'll be. Somebody in the Premier League might come down and grab him, as well as they're doing. And but would he want to leave? Maybe not. Who knows? But and then I think this next slide is the most important one. Yeah, this is a big one. Josh Burgundy. I hope he's still in here.
He just reads it.
Okay, Josh Burgundy will read anything. Okay, hashtag FU San Diego. Hashtag seriously anything. Hashtag proofreading is your friend. Hashtag he'll never learn. He will read anything.
You have not.
What-
You have not.
What
just
I
doubled
lost.
on him.
He is an arrogant.
Quadrupled down.
Yeah. I think this is if I remember this, I think it was Michael Wolf that this was Michael Wolf's fault.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. You know what? This is all Josh's fault. I came in with him for like 10 minutes last night. We was gonna hang out, and then he's like, "Oh, well, I gotta go. You want to just take the show?" And he just jumps out of there. Well, he left me alone with the chat for 30 minutes, and guess what? They put me up to it. I'm sorry, Josh. Well, I'm not sorry though.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry now because
Oh, you're not sorry. That's
not
I'm
even a
glad
little
you're
bit.
not sorry. It's funny.
Oh, I love it.
We love you, Josh.
Oh, good shit.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
look. Well, let's go across to Victor. Now. Let's get, because we finished that on actually, firstly, some great info there, Aaron. Really interesting. We have to go back past the John Burgundy will say anything prior to that, because there's some really interesting stuff in there. But yeah, Victor, what have you got for us today?
Well, the idea is to have a chat about the team, guided by the answers, by the questions actually.
Okay.
And I have some. I think that we can see the way it works better. You guys can ask some questions. I have some questions, so we three can answer. I saw the first one from the Habsification. What's my Brazilian team? I suspect it's either Fluminense, Flamengo, or Corinthians. No, it's Palmeiras. It's the biggest champion in Brazil. It's the biggest team in Brazil. So yeah, that's it. It's the more traditional in competitions. Like today, we'll play the semifinals of our Champions League. Palmeiras is the best team in this competition so far. So yeah, that's Palmeiras.
Yep.
That's it. I wear green here in Brazil.
Nice.
Do you want me to bring up the tactical board, and then we can kind of just show, as people are throwing questions in, we can kind of show what
that's a good idea. The other thing for people, just so you know, the updated footy tips are in the footy tip channel on the Discord, just so everybody knows. I have updated them, and we didn't do a footy tip show yesterday, obviously because of the day of the game. So we want everybody to ask the questions now for Victor. Come in with what you want to know, and then if we have time, we'll go through the next round of tips, and I'll let you know where everybody's at in the footy tipping competition. And I will just say that it's looking pretty good. Harry all over in the last round.
I don't even like that guy. I don't even like that guy.
But anyway, but I will say that the world is right. I am still leading. Let's have a look here. Paddy is coming back. All of South America is doing well. They're in second place.
Oh, I missed one match in the last round, not the last.
You forgot to get your tips in.
And it was correct. My guess would be 2-1, and it was exactly 2-1. That's why I'm.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, Aaron. That's what I'm hearing there.
Yeah, sounds like excuses. He's making excuses. Here we go.
Oh, I have it. I have it open as well.
Oh, do you? Okay. I'll let you do it. That way you can play. Yeah, I'll draw mine.
So I can move.
Before I just finish letting people know about the footy tips, John Merrill is in the mud. He's on 30 points. Aaron on 34. Harry all over on 34. Paddy on 36. All of South America on 37. And myself on 41.
Okay.
Draw. I'm
getting interesting.
Harry all over. Unbelievable.
You're drawing with Harry all over. And what I find funny about everybody that's in the know wise knows why that's.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yep. But anywho, okay, so let's get into this tactical board. Okay, well, I'm going to start it off. Okay, so obviously there's news of Ben Sheaf and Ollie Rathbone copping an injury. We've had uh, red card on the weekend to Callum Doyle. So your guys' thoughts? Will we play? Okay, so rather than players for a start, will we play the same formation we played yesterday, this weekend against Middlesbrough, or will we go back to what we have in that box type midfield? With what do you think?
Go ahead, Victor. What do you think?
I missed the formation of Middlesbrough. How they attack? Do you
4-2-3-1. We're 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. But how's their build up? Did you notice that? If they build in
I didn't get
back
a chance
three?
to watch their game. Yeah,
Okay,
I didn't
yeah.
get to go through their whole game.
Me neither. I only have time to do this tomorrow, so I didn't see, because I think that depends on how they will play. Like we have here the formation of the last match, and we were defending like this before,
mhm.
right? And then
There you go.
we
4-2-4.
switch. Sorry.
Well, just Mardale's comments there was, Victor, how do you think we'll work against Middlesbrough? They attack in a 4-2-4 and defend in a 4-4-2. Personally, I think a team that has that structural fluidity, beating them is a tough ask.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so if they, well, last match yesterday we played like this, so it's good. I think that it was, obviously we changed the formation because of the physical question, the physical issues, but also it was this tactical change, as we said, and the idea was to not to be outnumbered in the middle, right?
Mhm.
So I think that it will be important to think about against Middlesbrough. So if they build in a 4-2-4,
Interesting.
so if we defend as we were defending yesterday, sorry. Let me check here. We usually have 3-4-2 in the back. These guys watch these guys, so we have these guys free to press. So let's see. I think that it would be better to switch back to this box midfield, so we can have this. We can have Kiefer more watching those two guys. If they use the goalkeeper, we can add a +1.
Mhm.
Like doing like this, but it's situational. Yeah, I think that it would be better to switch back to the other formation, and I think that we'll see this happening more often. Like now we have these players, especially O'Brien and Thomason, that can play both in a mid three, in a box midfield, being more advanced, dropping deeper. So I think that depends on the situation. For the next match, would be better to defend like this with O'Brien probably.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Broadhead will win this, because Broadhead is not the guy to to get back so deep in the pitch as Windows does. I would get back to the old formation, so we could handle them well, especially if they keep possession. Probably, I don't know if we will press high. How high will be our lines? Because we played yesterday. We'll play on Saturday. Then we'll play again on next Tuesday. Then it's Friday again. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, Coventry's
we need
Friday.
to
Yep.
spare ourselves a little, because they will be all very difficult matches. So yeah, I would play like this in the next match. I don't know what you guys think.
I totally
Uh,
agree. I
Only
absolutely.
because we have more coverage in these wider areas when we have this
Mhm.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want the 3-5-1-1 is what I want, because I felt like we really controlled the midfield better, and I feel like I'd happily get away with a 0-0 or a 1-1 draw in this game, and I think that's our best chance to do it.
And I disagree, and the reason why is
Please,
what
yeah.
he was just saying. We give away a +1. Instead of them having the +1 in the back, they end up with a +1 on our end,
Mm-hmm.
and it's trickier. And I
Okay.
think that's why we were getting cut open so bad. We were getting cut open early in the season because of that. And I think when we needed to play more defensive, it made sense to drop an extra defensive midfielder to help cover our back line and keep us from getting overloaded. Because I think Matty James was just getting pulled out all over the place. He was trying to cover everything and he couldn't.
He played well though.
Yeah, he played well last night, but I think we need to remember last night was
Oxford, not
we're playing
Middlesbrough.
Oxford. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think I'll be honest, I thought they looked terrible. I really did. They look toothless to me. I don't think they just don't have very many good footballers. Yeah, I thought, I don't want to take away from our performance because I thought we played really well. I just think they were not good. They were really not good in that, at least last night. I don't think they've played really well against certain teams. They did not play well at all last night. So I was thinking the same thing. Absolutely. I think we dropped back to the 3-4-2. And just listening the way Parky talked about it when he was talking about it in the pregame, changing that for the formation, the reasons why. It was all about attacking. It was all about he wanted to make those changes because it was all about what we were doing going forward. He wanted to have those 8 so they could have the interplay with the wing backs to make sure we're moving the ball up the pitch. And and that's straight out of his mouth. That's what he wanted, that's what he wanted to see. And I think because he felt like we were going to be able to control that game. And if you look at, I haven't looked at it, but I'm sure we had more possession in the first half. I'm almost positive we did. We probably had more possession in the whole game, but maybe not. Well, actually, probably not, because the second half they had most of it because we had the red card. But up until the red card, I think we had most of the possession. And I think that was just his. I think he was wanting a more attack. He was wanting to attack it that way. But I think against Middlesbrough, we're probably going to be sitting without the ball quite a bit. And
Yeah.
I think defensively we're more settled in that 3-4-2-1 or box midfield, whatever you want to call it. So I think that's probably what we go back to.
Yeah, I would like to see that, especially because of this situation in
Mm-hmm.
the wider areas.
Mm-hmm.
We had this problem with McLean, but it was not because McLean. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he helped us fail. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
it was not because it was not totally on him.
Yeah.
And especially if we sit in a mid to low block.
Mm-hmm.
Let's suppose that it's the starter, not Broadhead. Like it's if we sit like here, it's better. So it's safer. The only players with freedom would be their defenders, their central back. So more can watch them. We have coverage in all the zones plus one player. If
Mm-hmm.
if this guy comes here, Brunt can follow him. So that's the idea. I think it's safer thinking about defending. Well, that's it. Let's see what they have for us. And well, about Matt James, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but we were defending like this sometimes yesterday. Let me change to the back to the 4-1
Mm-hmm.
4-1.
Yeah.
Yes.
James was advancing here, and
Mm-hmm.
Thomason and Dobson were here. I don't know if it works against 4-2-4 or
Right.
4-4-2
Thoughts on
opponent.
thoughts on Thomason, Victor?
What thoughts on
Your
Thomason?
thoughts on Thomason?
I like him. I like the way he played. Uh, he steady was the word. The same for Ryan yesterday. I think that they did that Thomason did well everything that he needed to do. Uh, Offensively, he can do better, but okay, he was passing the ball properly to create chances for the other. Like not any. He didn't make any great play offensively, but he was passing at the right time. Was doing what he has to do, the basics. That's
Mhm.
good for a young player who's getting used to this new team to play how the way he did. I like it.
What I noticed with Thomason, moving from the middle to the front third, he would drag players in towards him and then pass off to the wing back or someone coming down wide down the lane, depending on who that person was.
Mhm.
And he would create really good space for them. And he seemed to get the ball into a very good position for them, which typically was Longman, and giving Longman the opportunity for crosses on regular occasions, which I really liked. I agree with you. I don't think Thomason's a finisher, but I think Thomason is a great organizer of a football team and a football tactics and spaces.
Mhm.
Your thoughts, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally agree. I think so. I think he was. Sorry, I got my dog in my lap.
What about
she's,
Fred? What's Fred?
she's
What's
attacked me.
Fred? Is it Fred? What's the dog's name?
No, Fred's over here. This is Wilma. She's our little golden retriever puppy.
Fred and Wilma. You're kidding. Where's Barney? Where's Betty? Oh, he's frozen. He's frozen.
Yeah.
He's back.
That's
He's
right.
back in the Flintstones. Well, there you go, guys. That's it. Aaron is.
There we go. I'm back. I think.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there. Anyway,
Where's Barney and Betty?
Barney,
Deanie.
haven't bought them yet. I'm sure they'll end up here at some point.
Brontosaurus burgers all round.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. No, you know what? It's fun. My internet, Ruth's giving me crap here. You know what it is? I think I moved where my router is or whatever, and now I'm starting to get kind of weird coverage in this room. So I might have to move my thing again. So it is what it is.
Well, do we want to talk about who we think the lineup's going to be for this game?
Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting. See what changes he makes, because we know Parky likes to reward good play. You know what I mean?
So
And not make a ton of changes, but keeping in mind that we also have a cup game on Tuesday. I think some of those players that played yesterday could get some minutes in that. Also, I think it depends on is Sheaf healthy? Is Sheaf going to play?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not, the Rathbone one doesn't worry me as much because I don't think he would have probably played any. I don't think he'd have stuck Rathbone in yet anyway. So that one never really, that one I'm not as concerned about. But yeah, I think if we go with that, assuming, and I think, yeah, basically, I think that's what we're going to look like. It's, it'll look more like a 4-5 or a 5-4-1, which is what it looked like at Leicester. We basically sat back in a low block for most of the game, mid to low block, and 5-4-1, and just stayed real compact and tight, and didn't give them anything, didn't made it super hard on them.
Is that a team, Victor, or are you going to swap some players in? You happy with that lineup?
That's my lineup.
That's your lineup. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say,
Don't know, but I'm open to a lot of changes. But would be this one without Chief, without the guys who are injured.
So if Sheaf's not fit, I can see that lineup, but I can't see him. I can't see Parking not playing Matty James if Sheaf's not fit.
Yeah, fair shout.
And James was really good yesterday.
Yeah, he was. Yep, for sure.
I think having Thomason beside him helped James though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, I would go for me. I'm thinking, yeah, O'Brien's definitely back in. I'll tell you who I'm not sure about though, and I'm not sure if Moore starts this one. I think he's due for a break. That's a big call, but I think he's due for a break. And could we do with a little more pace in a game where we're probably going to be countering? I know Moore gets back and defends well, and he does a lot of defending in the box for us, especially when we drop back into that low block. So I could see why you'd keep him in for that reason, but also thinking maybe we want a little pace out there. Do you maybe drop Moore and play Broadhead up front, or play I think the one that probably deserves it the most, that's caused him, it's done really well, as Smith. I think Smith deserves a chance. He played,
Yeah.
and I've been kind of against it but I'll tell you what, after that performance last night, I thought he came in and really played well. And of course, he's against tired legs, but I think he's done that more than once this season. He's come in and really affected things. And I think if you got to give, at some point, you got to give him a chance. And maybe he's thinking, well, he's going to maybe he starts the Cardiff game, and that he may. But at some point, I think Moore's going to have to get a rest at some point. He can't play every game. You know what I mean? Even if it's only 60, 65 minutes, he can't play every game. And actually, I think he's been really playing 70, 75 probably most games. So I at some point we got to give him a rest, or else we're just going to run him into the dirt, and he's not going to be worth anything,
When when he played three matches in a row, we could see that he was
Yeah.
terrible in the last match.
Yeah, in the
against
Birmingham game. It was the Birmingham game. It was probably his worst
Yeah.
match for us. It was his third match of the week, and he was just wore out.
Was
You could
just
tell it.
falling, tripping on his own legs and falling and losing every ball.
Yep.
Plus international play, as Paul Kelly said.
Yep, exactly. Michael, good shot. Play Hardy. Yeah, he could. And we've not seen a lot of Hardy, which has been surprising, because I don't think Hardy was that bad when he played. He missed some chances, but he was getting them. You know what I mean? He was getting into dangerous areas. So I don't know. That one's a interesting one to see what happens there.
Earlier in the chat, someone suggested Broadhead replacing Moore. That's an
I would.
option.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
That's
a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all.
Especially for this match. I don't know.
Yeah. When you're going to be you're going to be on the shoulder. He played on the shoulder, and you're looking, and the way he plays, and he'll cover the whole pitch. You can find him in open areas. You know what I mean? He can get into where he can be an outlet and start a counter. You know what I mean? And then you get him running, and then maybe, depending on which side of the pitch he's on, whether it's Kabore or Kakache, comes across the other side, with their pace. And then you've got like O'Brien and Windass in support. I think that could work. It'll be interesting. See what he does. But Smith, I think Smith deserves a shot though too. At some point, you got to give Smith a shot.
Geez, we've got a lot of choices, don't we?
Yeah. It's difficult.
Which is good.
Luckily, Phil Parkinson is the manager, so he'll
exactly.
he has to take this decision.
Super excited. I'm loving this. Yeah, and I mean, it's interesting. I did notice Matt L mentioned something about Cody getting the red card might be a good thing, because he said he thinks Brunt's the better player. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think they're very equal. I think they're very hard to split. I like Brunt. I will be honest. I really do like Brunt, because he's good in the air. He brings the ball well out of defense with his feet. He's comfortable with the ball at his feet. And I will say that early in the season, I was worried about Max, and Max has gotten better and better every week. And I'm super happy to see it. I think it's fantastic. He's doing well. He's definitely every every step we've done through the leagues, he has taken that step and handled it, and he's doing it again.
Yeah.
That's what we call a good player, a
Yeah.
great player.
Yeah.
There's only one more. Well, I guess there's a couple more steps. I guess if you think about it, Premier League, Champions League, but can he go the whole way? Could he do the whole thing? And again with Brunt is making those steps up to Habs. Yeah, you're right. But Max has obviously been there right from the beginning. And I just think it's really interesting. Yeah. Mad Al says, put it this way. Who would you put $100 on in a straight race? Well, it's not about speed, Mad Al. If it was $100, I'll just take your $100 and I don't care who wins the race.
That's Australian rules racing there. That's Aussie rules.
Come on. You want to watch a great car race, Aaron? Last week was the Bathurst 1000. You need to watch some highlights of that.
The problem is with you guys, you throw them right turns into your racing. That ain't no fun. This is America. We only do left turns. We drive in circles.
America.
We drive in circles.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. But anyway, yeah. So no, I think it's really interesting. He doesn't see Windass starting. We have 3 matches in 7 days: Saturday, Tuesday, Friday. Need rotation, says Michael.
Well, he didn't start. I mean, but Windass didn't start.
No.
Didn't start the last one. So
that's why I
think
come
back in. Yeah. Yeah.
I think will be started.
Yep.
Sorry?
I expect Windass to start this next game.
Yep.
What I'm going to find really interesting is coming out of this game, and who's going to start against Cardiff City in the Carabao Cup? How seriously is Parky going to take it? Because Cardiff are coming for us. They will want to win that match.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah,
and that's good to have like Broadhead, Thomas, James, those guys with fresh legs, because they are performing well in the past matches, and we will need them on next Tuesday, because it would be great to go to the next round of the competition.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. But I mean, so lots of fun stuff coming up. I can't wait. Did you want to cover off more tactics here now, guys, or did you want to do your footy tips for the weekend?
Only one thing that people were talking about Broadhead.
Okay.
Also, I prefer. Yesterday, I was narrating the game, commentating the game, and I just said we need to take Broadhead off because when he gets tired, he starts losing dangerous balls, very dangerous balls. He almost conceded 2 very dangerous counterattacks yesterday. So he's way better when he comes in the second half. He did really well as it started when he started, but he's way better when he comes in the second half. So that's important in these matches. Like in the second half, if it's a draw against Middlesbrough, we can put him to try to go for a win, for example. And my camera just
blackout last night. Had a blackout.
My camera just don't want
it has
to work anymore.
The camera's got a hotness meter, Victor, and you just dip below it.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, and that's also about Broadhead and Windass. There's this issue with this ankle injury on Windass. He played, I think, 3 matches before the international break.
Here's an interesting one. We're away to Middlesbrough. Love to see the Patagonian kit come out tomorrow. Because Middlesbrough's red.
Yep.
So we're going to be wearing one of these 2 kits on the weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe one of them. I wonder when they will break that one out. I wonder if they're saving it for something special or something. They got to have something in mind.
Yeah.
But either one works tomorrow. Definitely won't be in red tomorrow. That's for sure.
Nope.
But yeah, if you wanna jump in, and do the footy tips, we can do that.
Footy tips,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get that
Let's
up.
go.
Getting pulled up. I got
Let-
mine. I
Let
don't
me
have.
open my cheating software here.
Shooting software. Here we go.
He has to cheat because he is playing for all of South America. So,
Yeah.
So there are the results of the last 2 rounds. Round 10, you can see here. I got 4, Paddy got 3, Aaron got 7. Had a great run there on the weekend. John only got 3. All of South America only got 4. So Aaron had a real breakaway on the weekend. Did great with Harry all over, only getting 3. But then the problem for Aaron is, well, he did actually take it back. He was doing so badly that he needed to do this because he's actually backed it up. I got 6. Paddy got 7. Aaron got 6. John got 7. South America had a very off. They're not midweek. They're 1 week. They're a 1 week country. Only like 1 game a week. And Harry all over got 8, which then has. There's the scores. So you can see there. Myself on 41. Paddy on 36, Aaron on 34, John on 30, in the mud. Sack watch for John. 37 for all of South America, and Harry all over on 34.
You know John's problem, right? He keeps tipping
one?
Birmingham to win. He keeps tipping Birmingham to win.
Yeah, which one? That's what I'm going to say. So, yeah. So let's have a look here. What have I done here? How do I get back my? I've done.
Oh, touching buttons.
Yep, touching buttons. No, it's not there. It's not there. Text. Here we go. I'm back. Okay, I'm all good. Rightio. Now, I can get rid of that. And, okay, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. But that's okay. I'll just do that again. It brings it all up. So, did it not? That brings it up. So, format. Let's get into it, guys. So, what do we want to do here? I've already got my tips in there, just so you know.
Okay.
So mine are in there. And we've got Aaron and all of South America. So I'm going to start with all of South America.
Oh my God.
Preston
Okay.
v Sheffield United.
Sorry?
Preston v Sheffield United.
Preston v Sheffield United. Preston will win, and it will be 2-0. 2-0. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Aaron?
I'll take the 1-1.
1-1. And I went for 2-1 to Sheffield United. I think they're coming out of the mud. I think they're making their way up. I think they're going to win away.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so now I'll go you first now, Aaron. Portsmouth v Stoke.
Portsmouth Stoke. Let me find it. Got it somewhere.
No, we got Stoke in 6th, Portsmouth in 17th.
I can't. Oh, there it is. It was right in front of me. I had my finger on it. I got Portsmouth 1-0.
Portsmouth 1-0. I've gone Portsmouth 1-0 and Victor.
I think it will be a draw, 1-1.
1-1. Okay, so then we got Coventry v Watford. I'll go first, obviously. We take it in turns. I've gone 2-1 Coventry. I think Watford will score a goal, but I'm tipping Coventry to continue on their winning way. And for yourself, Victor?
Oh my God. 3-1. 3-1 for Coventry. I would like to see them losing, so
You know what I love? You can't
it will
cheat.
drop their confidence, and then we'll beat them. But let's be realistic.
I want them to win, so they come in just a little bit complacent against us. Which they're not going to do, but anyway.
We will start their losing streak.
There you go. I'll take a 2-0 Coventry win.
Okay. Then now, what do we? Ipswich v West Brom. Here we go. Victor.
Ipswich plays home. Yeah.
Yep.
At home. I'll give you the home team first.
2-0 for Ipswich.
Interesting. Aaron?
No, sorry, 2-1. 2-1. 2-1.
I'm also taking the 2-1.
If it ends up being 2-0 now, people clip that up because and I've gone for a 1-1. So yep. Now what are we? Back to Aaron this time for Swansea v Norwich.
Swansea 2-0.
Yeah, I'm not liking Norwich at the moment. I think they're going down. I've gone 2-0 as well.
I can't believe they haven't sacked their manager yet.
It's got to be coming, doesn't it?
It's got to be.
Yeah. Victor?
1-0 for Swansea.
Okay, we've all tipped Swansea to beat. So what's it me this time? Isn't it Bristol v Birmingham? Oh, 2-1 Bristol. Sorry, John. Over to you, Victor.
3-0 Bristol. Birmingham will have a tough day.
I can see a feud coming this way, Aaron. If we get John and Victor on the panel together.
I'm going to take a 2-1 Bristol win.
There was no way you were tipping Birmingham. I knew that.
No, I can't do it.
No, absolutely. Millwall v Leicester. Interesting game, this. In my eyes.
Who starts? I start?
It's you, Victor. Yes, sorry.
Yeah. 1-0, but for Leicester. They'll get a away win.
Away win. Aaron.
Yep, I'm taking a Leicester 2-1. So, yeah, 1-2, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, and I have not gone with either of you, I don't think, from memory. No, I went for the draw. I like Leicester. I think they're coming good, but I also love Millwall. I think they're doing well and starting to find some form. So, yeah, very interesting. Blackburn v Southampton. Whew. Here we go. Two teams I don't think that are going that well. Aaron.
I'll go Blackburn 1, Southampton 2.
Okay. I have gone for 1-0 to Southampton. I don't like either of these teams.
Yeah,
and I like Blackburn less in terms of the way they're playing, not in terms of, Right. And Victor?
2-0 for Southampton.
Okay. Sheffield Wednesday v Oxford. Over to me. I have gone for donuts.
Oof, no.
I just both these teams, seriously. I'm just like, I watched it. I'm trying, who do I pick? I'm just like, I can't see goals. I'm just like, nah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You same?
Yeah, the same.
Okay.
That's the match where who loses is the football. Football is the big thing.
Loser is football. Love it. Aaron.
Yeah, I think Oxford will have enough. I'll give them a 1-0 win over Wednesday.
Wow. Going to travel to Wednesday and get it done. Now, we get into interesting ones to finish now. These last three games, people, Derby v QPR. Victor.
2-2.
2-2.
Victor said, well, you guys used your 0-0 earlier. I'm going to use my 0-0 right here. No goals.
Interesting. I see goals here, but I see a 1-1. So we all see a draw, just we've all got different scores.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaron, Hull City v Charlton.
Oh, Nathan Jones flying high after getting a big win over Ipswich. They beat them 3-0. Hull City's going to knock them back into line. 1-0 win to Hull City.
There we go. Turnaround. Yep, hit the box, Ken. Please. Okay. Hull City v Charlton. I'm tipping a 1-1 draw. I'm thinking Hull's good team, but I'm tipping them to still get a point there, Charlton away. And Victor?
For me, it's 2-0 for Hull City. It would be a Great match.
Oh,
No,
poor
sorry, 2-1, 2-1, not 2-0. 2-1.
Poor old Nathan Jones. Like, you guys don't like him. Anyway, go ahead. Just siding with John. Okay. To finish it off for the weekend, we have Middlesbrough v Wrexham. And I have tipped us to get a point away, 1-1. Victor, over to you.
1-0 for us.
Okay. There's a fan. There's a fan. Was that heart or head?
I'll never tip against Wrexham. That's my code.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I guess I'll be that guy. I'm going to take Middlesbrough 2, Wrexham 1. I think we'll play well. I think we'll have just enough to beat us.
I want you to hit the boo button on yourself.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Getting there. Oh, wrong one. Bye-bye.
That is a yellow card for Aaron for tipping against Wrexham.
We got all kinds of neat stuff. We've
Yeah.
got you want to hear anything? Here, we got a gong. I don't know what's this.
Bruce McFarlane has said a man has got to have a code. For
There
Victor.
you go.
I love it.
That's why I never won a footy tip season.
Matt L saying a draw is always the best shot in this league. A week ago, 2 matches had a win and the rest were draws.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable.
I was concerned because I tipped too little, too few draws, and this league is the draw league.
It is. Well, we're 5 points off the playoffs. Conversely, we're 5 points off relegation.
Yeah.
You know. We got them right where we want them. Got them right where we want them.
Glass half empty, people. Depends how you feel.
I'd say I feel a lot better. Here's the thing. I wasn't concerned. You know what I mean? Like, because we've been getting better. We've been playing better. The performances have been better. So had something, if say they come back and draw that game after the red card or even win it, I wouldn't have been that upset because we looked really good in the first half. You know what I mean? The performance was there until the red card. So I was really happy with it. But it does just, it's nice because it's taking the heat off. You know what I mean? Just the outside noise, it kind of quiets that down. Everybody kind of, because I noticed a lot of the channels, somebody noticed it. The second tier pod guys that have been really giving us hell this year and really gone in hard on Parky. And of course they just cover the whole championship, and they're both Derby fans. But they've been giving us some pretty good grief. And somebody noticed in their video today that one of them was wearing a Wrexham kit. And he said, like, the comment was one win, and everybody jumps on the bandwagon.
Maybe he lost a bet and he had to wear it.
Oh, it was good. No, I think he wears a different kit to a different team in the championship. He buys. It was funny.
My ultimate goal is to get John Merrill in a Wrexham kit.
I mean, that's the plan.
He says he'll burn it on his barbecue, but I don't know.
It's all right. As long as we get a picture of him in it first, I don't care. Yeah. He can burn it all he wants.
Yeah. But we would never show that picture.
No, definitely not. Definitely would not.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Guys, I've had heaps of fun today. This has been a good show. Like, I mean, I know it was really interesting because obviously we've come off the win and everybody feels warm and fuzzy. But what was more interesting to me about today was the fact that we went back, played a different formation. We were missing a couple of players, and now there's so much conjecture around who will play, which to me just shows that the squad is close to equal quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
the team's organized. We were not changing not changing the way we play, not changing the quality when we change the players. So that's good. That shows a good work. My only concern about this team is the quality in the last third. We still very
Yeah.
bad in this situation. We had a lot of situations yesterday that we could do better, but Dobson was missing the last pass. Broadhead was getting a tackle, was getting tackled, or Kabore. I can remember a play that Hayam found Kabore in a long
Mm-hmm.
pass. Then
Yeah.
it was simple, just pass to Dobson who was
Yep.
running and he missed the
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
We need to be more sharp in the front because yeah, we are creating. We are the
Mm-hmm.
team, the league that creates more, not more than than Coventry, but we are on top of the situation.
Yeah.
And most of our plays we can even finish the play.
Mm-hmm.
We miss
Okay.
the
So,
last pass.
question to you, Victor, and I'll give the same question to you after Aaron. With that in mind, Victor, do we have the current players? Are they good enough to execute on that? And you think they just haven't found it yet? Or do we need better players at some stage in the future?
Yeah, in the future we need better players. I think that's the limit. Like Kabore,
You think
he's
they're at
good.
their limit now, these players?
No, no, not their limit, but I think that they can deliver more than this. Like O'Brien will not hit a pass that puts more in
Mm-hmm.
front of the goal. He'll not do that. But he's good enough to create space.
Yeah.
Win can do that, but Kabore cannot. Like we have this, like Kakachi. Kakachi is really great attacking the space, defending, but his cross is not so good. So our players they have their limits. They are good. They are great players, but yeah, sometimes we need to know what we expect. I think that at this moment that's the limit. We need to handle this like missing chances, and we need we started defending better so we don't concede chances. But we need, if we want to go for the playoffs, we need to be more effective in the last third for sure.
Okay. Okay. So, and before I cross to you, Aaron, then Victor, but what we're doing now is going to be good enough to keep us just in the championship for next year.
Yeah.
We're not going to get relegated with this team.
No.
Continue with that. Okay. So now, Aaron, same question to you.
Um. Remind me of the question again. What was the
So
actual?
the question is, with what Victor said there about our team and not finishing in the final third, is it because these players and our system haven't got to the level yet and they will be able to do it? Or do we need to then at some stage in the future be looking at upgrading a couple of players? I mean, I know that will happen anyway, but I mean,
Right.
in terms of getting out of the
No.
championship,
I think. Yeah. I don't think we've got enough to get out of the championship yet. I don't think
okay.
we're not there yet. We definitely need to get some more in. And it's gonna be
Are these players at their peak yet?
no. I don't think these players are at their peak yet either. But I think I like for me. You guys. I know he touched on a few there. Kakache. Okay, he looked terrific with the ball at his feet and running past players, cutting on the ball, doing it. I mean, he was really good. His final ball was not good.
Yeah, that's
He
it.
was his crosses weren't good. His passing wasn't the last pass that he when it would be time to create something, it was just a little off. Now, is that him or is that he's just rusty because he's not played a lot? I'm assuming he's gonna get better. You know what I mean? And that, to your point, I think he's gonna get there. I think he's shown he can do it. It's just right now that the quality of his last pass was always just a bit off. It was either a little too strong or a little too light. It just wasn't quite there. But he was getting in position to make that play. And I thought he was, and don't get me wrong, I thought he was fantastic. But it was just right that last pass was always just not every time, but several of them were just a little off. You know what I mean? It was just the cross would just go a little too far. You know what I mean? Or it was just a little under hit on a pass and needed a little more pace on it. It was just he's close, but it just wasn't quite there. And a lot of players I think we have are like that, and we've been got to remember we've had a little bit of an injury bug. You know what I mean? So we're still getting these guys back in and getting and some of the guys that played last night haven't played hardly at all, like Thomason. He hasn't played hardly at all. Kabore, I think, he made a couple of decisions weren't great. I also think he was getting a little frustrated because the teams have been trying to double team him. They're just trying to shut him down. They're trying to take him completely out of the game, which is fine, and that's going to open up Kikache. And I think that's where the balance. At some point, they're not going to be able to. They're going to have to play more balance and not take one out because the other one will eat them up if they do.
I think I'm really looking forward. Like it's October 24, October 23 for most of you, but I'm looking forward to December. To be honest, I think we're going to by then. I think we'll see Kikache in full flight, Thomason in full flight. We'll have a fully fit Rathbone back. See how good he goes in the championship. Sheaf and I think Sheaf will constantly be on that cusp of a little niggle here and there, and they'll have to manage Parky will have to manage his minutes. But and then I really do want to see Smith get a chance. And so I hope you're right that he gets a start instead of Moore in this game. Not that I'm unhappy with Moore. I just think
nothing. Yeah, he just needs a rest. He needs some. You can't play Moore every week or every game. You know what I mean? You just can't.
And in not every game, Moore is the best option because of this strategy.
Yep.
Sometimes we need a player that pushes the defensive line.
Yep.
And Moore is not this guy. Smith is this guy.
Yeah.
And you imagine Smith when we're on a quick break to a Longman or a Kabore down the wing on a quick turnaround, Smith gets through the middle to be the target on goal. Moore is only at best the same pace as the defender. Smith can be a pace quicker than the defender and get a meter in front of him.
And Smith reacts faster than Kiefer Moore. I just remember a play from yesterday where Dobson found an outstanding pass to Clearth. Do you guys remember? Clearth was doing a underlap. Then Dobson passed to him and he crossed it. Moore just froze.
Yeah.
Smith
I was frustrated.
Go for this ball.
That was a beautiful cross too from Max. That ball come across. I thought for sure somebody's knocking that thing in because it was just perfect. It just rolled right across in front of goal. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how does nobody get to that? But yeah, you're right. Moore's just not quite didn't quite go for it.
And Moore brings a lot of other stuff to the table, which is really great. Like, he drags in two defenders. He pulls players off the ball, creates space. He's a great target. Like, there's so much positive about him. It's just, I think what we all agree on is it can't be every game.
Yeah.
We have three different number nines. Like Hardy, Paul Kelly said, Moore's ball handling isn't the best. Also, there's this point. Smith is more physical, like running, moving around. Moore is physical, like fighting for space and getting the headers. And Hardy is better with the ball on his feet. Not that he's good, but he offers this mobility to associate with the to approach the teammates. So that's it.
Victor,
I don't know if or go ahead.
I was going to say, Victor, you've forgotten about there is a fourth, and I don't know whether you ever saw the video, but Aaron's attempt on goal. He is a future signing for the club. Yeah. That video is pretty special. And in fact, the highlight of that video was not Aaron's shot. It was his wife's commentary.
Aaron.
And
the disappointment in her voice was just...
The disappointment in her voice. But the fun part about it is Aaron wanted to score that goal so bad on his son.
Yeah,
and
I did. Yeah.
So that's funny.
Yeah. I had him beat, though.
Well, mate, it doesn't matter. You might as well have hit the corner post.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't matter. It was bad. It was bad. Me and Josh, here, real quick. Me and Josh were talking about this last night. Was my chance harder or easier than that goal that Longman missed on the weekend?
Long. Why did you remember that?
Good question. Good question,
That's
because
so
that
frustrating.
ball came quick to Longman and he made the decision for a one-touch attempt.
I did too. Mine was a one touch. I was a cross in. I had a one touch.
It was
First
very
touch
had a lot
shot.
of velocity on it. That
And
ball was at
hey,
least
and I had a keeper standing in front of me. He may have been 4 foot nothing, but he was still there.
your ball had so much velocity on it, Aaron. It was at least traveling 3 miles per hour. So, guys, well, look, I think we've had a lot of fun. We might pull it up there, I think. We might pull it up. I've had a great time. We've got our tips in. We'll be back next week for more Tactical Fortitude. Between now and then, we obviously have the weekend games. Actually, they're not in the footy tips. How do you think we'll go against Cardiff City?
Ooh.
3-1 to be a
Hammer.
good match. 2 goals from Broadhead.
Ooh.
That's it. The other one will be Smith. John.
Smith.
Aaron?
I think you know what? I'm gonna this little outlier here. I think we win it 2-0. I think we get a double from Ryan Hardy.
Yeah.
Ryan Hardy double.
I'm going 2-0, and I'm going 1 goal to Ryan Hardy and 1 goal to Harry Ashfield.
There you go. I got him in there.
So, yeah. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure as always. You guys do great work. Fantastic. Really appreciate it. I know everyone in the chat really appreciates it. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Catch up on Josh's earlier show today. It's must-see viewing. We know this is the best back screen ever, chosen by Aaron.
That's right.
So,
Absolutely.
boys, what do you reckon? Victor, sign us out.
On that bombshell.